it's that time of the month where we go and review how we did for the month, not only in dividend income, but also in option premium income. And we're going to be looking at January. We've got interactive brokers open. We've got my activity statement, January the 1st to January the 31st, 2025. So before we get into it, all I ask for is that you smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Now, we'll go through the dividends first. Then we'll look at my trades. We'll also look at the trades that I've made in terms of stock purchases as well. If you guys been following me, you guys probably know what those are throughout January. So if we look at dividends, and again, if you are brand new, we do invest in high yield dividends predominantly. Well, it's all predominantly into YIELDMAX funds, of where we've got CONY, ULTY, and tsly. So we can see top line, we made $1,855.09, which is, again, absolutely fantastic. I didn't hit the 2K mark, which I've done in the previous months. But again, that's okay. As long as we continue to buy shares every single month, and we'll go through what we started to do throughout the month of February with this money. Going through the positions, CONY, I've got 1,100 shares, and we generated $917. ULTY, now this is the first month, we've got it up to 1,000 shares, so that's made $400 in the month of January. And then 2 payments, I don't know why it splits it sometimes, but we made just a little over $540 when you combine the two for tsly. So again, what I'm looking to do with this 1,800, and obviously in the UK, I'm going to get taxed 30% on this dividend income. So I've got about $1,200, $1,100 to go put towards buying another 100 shares of either a new YIELDMAX position, such as MSTY, for example, or continue to dollar cost average into these 3 positions at the moment, which is generating me a lot of income. Now, one of the ways I do dollar cost average into these stocks is through selling options or put options on some of these positions. If I get assigned, I'll take the 100 shares. So we'll look at some of those as well. Misty's an interesting one that I'll be doing every single month. So that's dividends. So again, around $1,800, $1,900. And again, for the second month in a row, I'm making more money through selling options, which is what I generally do, which I'm quite excited about. So if we look at the trades, again, if we have a look at the stocks that I did purchase throughout January, I bought a few AMD ones that we've spoken about. Bought Nike. Nike's continued to drop now, near $70. I think I've got a $65 put out there on Nike, which I'm quite happy being assigned. And as we talked about before in last week's video, I bought 100 shares of NVIDIA, which I'm actively selling covered calls on, which will be down here in the trade sections for options. And then again, you can see here that I bought 400 shares of YIELDMAX, 100 for tsly, and 300 for ULTY, taking that ULTY position up to 1,000. So again, that's 16 in terms of buying shares, predominantly that's sitting inside NVIDIA, which again, I'm quite happy to hold that margin on buying shares in NVIDIA. And then here you can see we've got a long list of stuff here. And again, I'm not going to go through all of these, but the ones I will talk about here is MYSTY. So you can see here, I'm saying the 22 put, the 25 put, the 27 put. And you can see here, I'm making, where's the proceeds tab here, so I can see what I'm looking at here. So these were all that expired worthless. So I placed these trades here, these 22, 25, 27, back in December, expiring January the 17th. So again, if you look at the realized column, made $36, 106, 260. Number would sit in December's number because this is the realized box and the proceeds element is the cash collected. So I didn't collect any cash for MSTY on these 3 puts because I got those in December. However, you can see on the 27th, they did sell a 20 put expiring February the 21st. And again, it's $40, right? $40 of cash. And you guys will know who've seen Misty's trading is still trading above $20. So in a couple of weeks' time, if Misty is staying above 20, again, I will get a realized P&L of $42. I'll get a realized P&L of 40.8. Yeah, and in terms of, we talked about these Nvidia pieces that we've done here. Again, just selling calls on my 100 shares. So if I take this Nvidia call, for example, that's $52 roll credit. And there's another one here I've done for $2.96. Is that right? That's a put, sorry. And that's just with 74. So 52.74 in terms of covered calls on the 100 shares that I've collected. So best part of $120, $130. Plus also the stock is up currently as well. So I'm making appreciation on the stock, unrealized and realized some covered call gains there, which is good to see. Again, Raya, again, I've been holding these positions for a while. So you can see I'm very active in terms of trading options. I've got a lot of videos on my channel on how to trade options. But effectively, we go down to the bottom here. If we go here to the proceeds column, which I'm looking at where my cursor is, I made 3,894. So if we take that, let's get the dividends up as well so I can see what I'm doing. Yep, so we take that, paste that number in, plus 1855. You can see here we made $5,449 throughout the month of January in terms of cash collected hitting the bottom line. You can see here what we're trying to do through selling high yield options or buying high yield options and getting that dividend and also selling options. We are making $5,000 a month. And as I said at the moment, what I'm doing with this is either using that to reduce my margin number because I'm buying a lot of YIELDMAX funds, or I am using that to buy shares in companies such as AMD, like you saw, like Nike, Google, etc., etc. So again, what I'm trying to do is deploy the cash. I'm not taking the cash out and using it and buying things, which I can. However, I choose not to and reinvest it back into the portfolio to go make me more money. So again, if you want to understand more about the options trading strategies, again, there's a link below that goes to all of that stuff there that you can go check out, and make sure you guys stick around because we're making some big plays over the next couple of weeks. And if you guys are interested, my coaching, my one-to-one coaching is also down there. So hit the join button down below. Just see you guys in the next video.